The concept of whether a government can require you to wear a mask, that keeps increasing. Roughly half of the states in the country have mandatory mask in public rules. Iowa, not one of those. And the governor of Georgia is trying to make sure that there's consistency the way he wants, as opposed to the way the mayor of the city of Atlanta wants. So tell me about the details here, please.
That's exactly right, Jeff. So the mayor of Atlanta says no shoes, no shirt, no mask, no service. But the governor of Georgia says no mask, no problem. So what do you do if you're a citizen in the state of Georgia or in the city of Atlanta? Do you have to wear a mask or not? That's the question that's actually headed to the courts, because the governor is saying, look, you, mayor of Atlanta, city of Atlanta, you can't institute a rule that's more restrictive than the one I instituted for the entire state of Georgia. I say the state's in phase 2. Atlanta says they're back to stage 1. This is unworkable. It's not the type of power struggle that is fair to the citizens. And by the way, Jeff, there are other states that are having similar problems, and you bet they're going to be watching this court case closely to try to figure out, what is the judge going to do? Can the judge enjoin the mayor of Atlanta from enforcing the mask law? That's going to be an interesting question we're all going to watch, because there isn't the kind of precedent we wish we had, because we've never been in a scenario like this before.
And each state is a bit different. We have an identical situation in the state of Iowa, where the attorney general, a Democrat, the governor, a Republican, both say that cities cannot impose mandatory mask rules. But that didn't bother the mayor of Coralville. That didn't bother the mayor of Muscatine, didn't bother the mayor of Mason City. So I suppose if I get arrested for not wearing a mask in Coralville, I could be the leading precedent, because what we're doing is interpreting the states' rights versus home rule of the cities. That's what it fundamentally comes down to. And each state constitution and the documents that grant powers are slightly different.
That's all true. But the one thing you said that I want to pick up on is being arrested. Are you going to be arrested for not wearing a mask? One thing that has been consistent across all 50 states when we have this mask debate is no law enforcement agency wants to enforce this criminally. Nobody wants to make an arrest. Nobody wants to give a citation. In fact, many of the state governments and even the mayors have been saying, look, this is social policing, whatever that means. We want to encourage people to follow the rules. But places like Florida, which is currently the hot spot, they have gone further and been very proactive about making sure the residents know they will be using force in terms of fines and or arrests. Remember, New York did that a while back as well. So as we're learning more about the science, who's to say that some of the authorities won't change their mind about whether or not they're going to have more, I suppose, more force, more teeth put on the enforcement aspect of these laws?